Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najwa binti Muhammad KASMIRA, and today I will be presenting on the SILICO studies of toxicity, hydrophobicity, and hydropathicity on predicted epitopes of DENV using bioinformatics tools. Right, so let's start with the introductions of dengue. Dengue is a prevalent especially in Malaysia and caused by the DENV virus from the flavivirus family spread by Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus. There are 4 serotypes, DENV1 to DENV4. Symptoms: they range from fever and muscle pains to severe cases like dengue hemorrhagic fever and dengue shock syndrome. Making a DENV vaccine is challenging because there are 4 serotypes, as I mentioned previously, and creating a vaccine that works for all of them is like trying to unlock 4 doors with 1 key. If we miss even one serotype, people could still get sick. There is also the issue of ADE, or antibody-dependent enhancement, where antibodies from one serotype can worsen infection from another. So, scientists need to design a vaccine that works for all 4 serotypes without triggering ADE by targeting conserved epitopes or parts of the virus that remain the same across all serotypes. So, what are epitopes? They are the parts of antigen that our immune system spots and attacks, like the enemy's weak spots in the battle. This is important for vaccine design because it determines how well the immune system fight the virus. I'm using bioinformatic tools as it is cheaper and to quickly and safely identify effective epitope for a better DENV vaccine. So for the objective, the first one is to investigate the toxicity of predicted epitopes of DENV using in silico tools using TOXICITY by Gupta in 2013 to check if predicted DENV epitopes are safe and non-toxic. Next, to determine the hydrophobicity of predicted DENV epitopes using in silico tools probe scale with the Kite and Doolittle 1982 scale to see how well these epitopes dissolve and stay stable in the body for effective vaccine. And the last one is to determine hydropathicity of predicted DENV epitope using the probe scale with Hope-Wood scale, which to see how these epitopes interact with cell and the immune system to assess their vaccine potential. The methodology began with 48 NS1 protein sequences from Abdurrahim and Kambol in 2024, representing dengue types from Malaysia and other Southeast Asia, analyzing toxicity, hydrophobicity, and hydropathicity for vaccine development. B-cell epitope prediction targeted EP12 and EP15 obtained by Abdurrahim and Kambol in 2024 using tools like BabyPrep 2.0 and SVM3. Toxicity was tested with TOXICITY, which SVM is more than 0 is toxic and less than 0 for non-toxic. Hydrophobicity using the probe scale with Kite-Doolittle scale, and hydropathicity with the Hope-Wood scale, and using probe scale as well with cut-off values discussed in the result part. Now, let's move to the result and discussion. I referred Abdurrahim and Kambol in 2024 who found EP12 and EP15 to be 85% conserved across all 4 dengue serotypes. Focusing on EP12 toxicity test, the rule for classification are on the left, which is SVM is more than 0 means toxic, Y is less than 0 means non-toxic. Using TOXICITY, all EP12 segment short negative SVM score, which less than 0, with the lowest score of negative 1.52 for the segment MSAAIKDSKA, indicating they are non-toxic. Since no segments are toxic, EP12 is safe for vaccine development. For EP15, most of its segments were non-toxic with negative SVM score, but one segment, KTC-IWPKSHT, had positive SVM score of 0.06, which exceeded the toxicity cutoff. This means that while most of EP15 is non-toxic, this toxic segment make it less suitable for vaccine development compared to EP12. So now let's compare this study with other to highlight TOXICITY effectiveness. IOP in 2023 used TOXICITY for Zika virus epitopes with same cutoff showing non-toxic ones like ROP7 and ROP22 is in negative values similar to EP12 for dengue. EP15 was toxic, which is shown 0.06 score exceeding the cutoff, highlighting the TOXICITY's effectiveness in predicting toxic and non-toxic epitopes for both viruses. And now, let's discuss the hydrophobicity test. As shown on the left, there are two tables. The first shows the KYDROPHOBICITY score and the cut-off values, while the second helps measure the range of highest and the lowest score. I used the first table for classifying the hydrophobicity of amino acid in EPITOPE with the following cut-off. Positive scores are hydrophobic, while the negative scores are hydrophilic. For EPITOPE shows a pretty balanced profile, with both slightly hydrophilic and slightly hydrophobic regions. Its highest score is 0.533, meaning it's slightly hydrophobic. Importantly, there are no strongly hydrophobic regions, which no score over 1, which is great for immune interaction and stability. Thus, EPITOPE is a better vaccine candidate with a good hydrophobicity profile. EP15 shows a strongly hydrophobic regions at position 4, where the amino acid is valine in score 1.056 and several strongly hydrophilic regions which less than -1. Since position 4 is strongly hydrophobic, which exceeds the 1 hydrophobicity, it could cause clumping or poor dissolution, making EP15 less suitable for vaccine development than EP12. Next, in hydropathicity test analysis. While the KYDROPHOBICITY scale uses a negative value to define hydrophilic regions, the Hopwood scale uses a positive value to classify hydrophilicity. According to the Hopwood's cut-off values on the left, negative values indicate hydrophilic regions and positive values indicate hydrophobic regions. For EP12, the sequence shows a balanced hydropathicity profile with the predominantly hydrophilic regions like serine at position 4 in the score of 0.378 and isoleucine at position 7 in the score of 0.7. It also includes slightly hydrophobic regions like alanine at position 15 in the score of -0.778, contributing to the balance. Importantly, there are no strongly hydrophobic regions, which is ideal for immune system interaction. EP15 tells a different story in which EP15 has a predominantly hydrophobic profile. It features 3 strongly hydrophobic regions in histidine at position 13, serine at position 12, and threonine at position 14, all scoring below the cutoff of -1. Additionally, valine at position 4 adds slight hydrophobicity. The mix of strongly and slightly hydrophobicity regions could affect solubility and stability, making EP15 less suitable for making vaccine than EP12. In conclusion, this study assessed 2 DENV epitopes, EP12 and EP15, for vaccine development. EP12 is better candidate. Why? Because it being non-toxic with a balanced hydropathicity and no strongly hydrophobic regions, making it safe, stable, and immune stimulating. And in contrast, EP15 had a toxic regions and a strongly hydrophobic regions, make it less stable. Using tools like toxin spread, PROT scale, KYDROPHOBICITY, and Hopwood scale, this study successfully identified a safe, effective epitope for vaccine development. Here are the recommendations. First, we should focus on testing EP12 further in the lab to confirm its safety and effectiveness and make sure our predictions are correct. For EP15, we can fix its issue by using bioengineering techniques to reduce toxicity and improve its potential as a vaccine. We could also combine EP12 with other epitopes to create a multi-epitope vaccine to provide better protection against all 4 DENV serotypes while boosting the immune response and vaccine stability. So that's all from me. Thank you.